Good morning, everyone. So for today, we have a very special guest, Mr. Rin R. Escalante, the current chairman of the National Commissions for Culture and Arts, or the NCCA.
Good morning to all our viewers today.
So for today, we are going to talk about the topic Indigenous Arts against the threats of globalization and modernization. What do you think about that?
I think the topic is something a lot of viewers can actually relate to and understand, as it is what is happening in our times right now, especially our younger generation.
Before that, we should discuss a few Indigenous arts so that some viewers who are not aware can be educated about these topics. Can you give a few of these Indigenous arts?
Yes, of course. So first is weaving. These are really well known and have a broad choice of products from textiles to bags. Next is pottery, like our palayoks and banga. Those are products that aren't just for displaying, but can be practically used as well. We also have tattooing. This one is famous, especially Wangud. A lot of not just our people, but foreigners as well, go to her for her famous indigenous way of tattooing. Lastly is our jewelry made by our indigenous tribes, which by the way can be used even in modern fashion.
Wow, I didn't know we have that much arts in our country. I feel like even if we have a very rich culture and a lot of Indigenous arts, we can be proud of Filipinos. We can only see a very little exposure even if there are some. It is only limited to the ones that are already famous, right?
That's right. Unfortunately, younger generations tend to focus on modern art and Western culture. It would be nice if we have younger ones patronizing our country's own culture and products.
Actually, for that reason, we went ahead and surveyed a few Gen Zs to answer the question, how can you help preserve and promote Indigenous arts against the threats of globalization and modernization, so that we can hear their opinions and Indigenous arts? Let's watch the video, shall we? Hi there!
Hello po.
Are you knowledgeable about our Indigenous arts?
Yes po.
So, how do you think you can help preserve and promote Indigenous arts against the threats of globalization and modernization?
We can preserve them by giving enough funds for proper preservation and protection. By having enough funds for better placement of the artist's work or culture, we can display and preserve them at their original place and make them the location known for that artist or culture. Social media can help us reach more audiences and promote Indigenous art more, because with just the use of phones, we can influence different audiences and countries. And with that, we can encourage historical values to everyone. Instead of taking modernization as a threat, we can use it to advance the promotion and preservation of Indigenous art up to date with society.
Wow, what a great answer. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, hello po.
Are you knowledgeable about our Indigenous arts?
Hello, not really po
Even so, how do you think you can help preserve and promote Indigenous arts against the threats of globalization and modernization?
I think indigenous art can be preserved through documentation and promoted through live performances, exhibitions, and arts.
Would you like to see more promotions of our Indigenous arts?
Yes po. We as Filipinos have the duty to make sure that our own culture is not forgotten, and we should be proud of our own culture and heritage.
Thank you for your answer, Ate.
Thank you.
Hello po.
Hello po.
Are you knowledgeable about our Indigenous arts?
Sakto lang po.
How do you think you can preserve and help promote Indigenous arts against the threat of globalization and modernization?
We as students can help preserve and promote Indigenous art against the threat of globalization and modernization by actually making efforts to learn Indigenous art by visiting museums and supporting online groups and platforms that promote them. In actual life, we can incorporate and use Indigenous art in simple ways, like in school project and buying local products like weave items such as bags and textiles.
Okay, thank you po, Kuya. Now that we have seen how our Gen Zs view Indigenous arts and even the ways to help preserve and promote them, what do you think, Reen?
I feel relieved and happy that our younger generations still have knowledge about indigenous art, although they are right that there is simply not enough promotion to reach our younger audience in the modern way. We will consider their interests next time we have a promotional event, and we might even conduct more of those surveys, just like what you did. Thank you for having me here today, and I had a wonderful time.
Thank you as well, and I hope that we can see those promotional events very soon. Goodbye, everyone.
Blooper.
Blooper daw.
Do ba do ba do ba do ba do ba do ba do
Hello po.
do ba do do
Pwede
ba
na.
do ba do ba do
Kaya, kasi parang nawawala.
adu
Fun kid.
adu ba do ba do adu ba do ba do do
Wow. So refreshing.
Wag.
adu ba do ba do 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 do ba do ba do
Hello. Ay, hello po. Are you knowledgeable?
adu ba do ba do
Yeah,
adu
thank
ba do
you
ba
for-
do do adu ba do ba do 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 ba do
Hindi ako makapag-adjust kung ano yung comment.
Ayan.
Social media can help us reach more audiences and promote indigenous arts more.
ba do ba do ba do
One.
adu ba do 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 adu ba do ba do
And she stuttered.
Are you notable about an
adu
indigenous art?
adu ba do ba do
Art.
Up to date.
adu ba do ba
Ay, wow. What a great answer.
adu
Eva,
ba do
thank
ba
you
do
for that.
do ba do adu ba do ba do adu ba do ba do ba do adu ba do ba do do ba
Hi
do
there.
adu
Are
ba
you
do
knowledgeable?
do adu ba do ba do adu ba do ba do 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 do
Are you knowledgeable?
adu ba do ba do 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 ba do
2, 3. It's pottery, like our palayoks and unfortunately, younger generation. Okay, cut na yan.